Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday night Wake Turbulence. First cool thing, though, is an A321neo. Air Lingus 1 Mike November, not a 330 today. 321neo headed to Dublin. We'll watch that depart first.
Push 430, exit Delta 3, cross 6 left. Go 419, put land 6 right, with 0506. Mark 1 Mike November, Toronto turn, 10307 knots, let's take off runway 05. Push 430, contact ground 149. 149, let's jump 430.
Hello, Jazz 881, tables final ILS 6 weight.
Jazz 881, turn up 2, following 37 close in, wind 0505, put land 6 right.
We're going to land 6 right, Jazz 881.
WestJet 489 737 700.
Jazz 881, cross 6 left, call 219.
Cross 6 left, 219, Jazz 881.
Push 489, contact 2818, once airborne, put takeoff on 105. Good takeoff 05, what's airport?
Headed to Winnipeg. Special departure tonight. Saudia 7879 headed to Jeddah. It's its first time in Toronto. I didn't catch it land earlier, although it landed on 05. We'll see it depart. I know a lot of people came out for that today. Special moment. Taxiing down next is an Embraer 175. SkyWest 5599. This is a United Express aircraft and it's headed to Chicago O'Hare. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. Doing well. This is Wake Turbulence Aviation. We are live from Toronto Pearson International Airport, runway
And Toronto Tower,
05 departures.
with you, we are cleared the ILS 06 right.
Occasional arrivals. Some of the heavies.
710, Toronto Tower, 0506.
Some of the heavies get over to this side.
Land 6 right, West 710.
Feel a couple of droplets, but we're hoping that it's just some mist. I know we're going to get some drizzle overnight. And rain tomorrow, but hoping it holds out long enough for us to catch a few nice heavies tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. Makes the lights really bright, but lets us see the livery and such. Especially when it's the profile view here. Going to attempt to drink some of this coffee before it gets cold.
Land 6 right, 0407. Land 6 right, West 710.
Adjusting my microphone here. There we go. That's mostly cold. That's okay. As I said, hope you're all doing very well today.
Tower Scout 6599, ready for departure on the side.
Ready for departure, runway 5. Saturday night.
Line up runway 05.
Line up runway 05 for Scout 6599.
I would have been here earlier in the day, but I had a photography gig I had to do this afternoon. It was great. I was photographing a dress rehearsal for a professional theater company in the city. Great show.
quick takeoff runway 05.
Takeoff runway 05.
Then I stopped for a bite to eat and came up to the airport, waiting for Saudia. It's about a scheduled 6:15 departure, so we'll see. We'll see if it sticks to it. Swallowed by the clouds. That always looks cool.
5599, contact departure, 1288.
288, Sky 5599, good day.
Coming up, taxiway hotel next. A320 is Air Canada 267 headed to Winnipeg, followed by WestJet 1220 to Fort Lauderdale 737-800. And number 3 in that lineup is Republic Airways 175.
Tower Porto 120 on ILS approach 06 right. Porto 120,
somewhere down there.
Montreal to 37, Porto land runway 06 right. Porto land runway 06 right, Porto 120.
There's nobody up here right now, so that's number 1. Right there. Just the Air Canada. That's the WestJet. Oh, there's the Republic. There's the 2 and 3. On Taxiway Hotel, which runs parallel to runway 05. So Charlie and Delta on the other side of the airport when they're taxiing. 06 left and right, 24 left and right. Mickey Mouse is coming. We like the Mickey Mouse livery. If you're just joining us for the first time, maybe you just found us randomly. Welcome. We do live streams from Toronto and elsewhere when we get the chance, but we're based in Toronto Pearson.
Delta 3, cross runway 05. 12777. Continue to land runway 05.
Can't see my radar. There we go. As I mentioned, this was Air Canada 267, headed to Winnipeg on an Airbus A320. Golf Kilo Oscar Echo. Want to know what specific plane it is? I know a lot of people watch this with their flight radar open, so it's a good way to follow along at home.
Okay, like on the taxiway there at Delta 3? Yeah, middle of taxiway, Delta 3. 777, thanks. Contact ground 1219. 119. 267 when 0306 for takeoff runway 05. For takeoff 05, return to 67. 120, there's spot at Delta 3, so just continue down to Delta 5, cross runway 05. Continue down Delta 5, quarter 120. Question.
Bravo, subject for 76.
Watch that 1220 from her, final runway 05. Live away, runway 05, watch that 1220. 37 Bravo, Santiago, 0409, clear land, right?
Clear land, runway 06 right, after 3 Condor.
37 Bravo, clear spot, and exit Delta 3, land exit Delta 5.
Contact with Delta 5 after 3 Condor.
Airways Jet 1220 landing up next. Once again, 737-800. This is headed to Fort Lauderdale in Florida.
267, contact departure 128. 228, I got it. Jet 1220, 1006, clear takeoff, 105. Clear takeoff, 105, West Jet, Porto 1, 1 contact ground, 19. Your 3460 Carolina from 105.
Republic.
3460.
Call sign Brickyard. For United Express. Lining up. 05 headed to Newark, New Jersey.
Stock 686 tower number 1, runway 06 right, continuing now. Just got to get a vehicle on the runway momentarily. 0408, continuing landing clear for E2 final. Question 1220, contact departure 128. Question departure 128, yep. Main 25 for now, proceed on runway 24 left and exit at Delta 3. Main 25, the box reported as a water bottle or something, but for now, exit Delta 3 and then just hold short of runway 06 left. Breaker 3460, wind 007, clear takeoff from 105. Double takeoff 05, again there, 3460. Icelandair 37 Bravo, contact ground 1219.
Contact ground 119, Bravo.
Right, I got some stuff, so I don't want you to get on the vehicle there. Right, okay. Stock 686, wind 0408, clear to land on 06 right. Main 5, okay, so you got some cars there on Delta 3, Main 5, okay, working well. Where do you want to go back to? It'll be a few minutes before I can get you to left back.
Air Canada 422 lining up
Right,
next.
okay, so you just want to go to the
A320.
Main 5, okay, just go on to 6 left, exit left at the end.
Holding short at the moment.
No, on to 6 left, and Delta, and plus
We will
Delta
check and see if there's an inbound sometimes. No, just waiting,
Breaker
getting ready.
3460, contact on duty. So we'll Charlie Golf Oscar Lima Delta Tower, RJ, touching down, with 0608, put line over 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, we are going to Sky Service South, we can make Yankee if that works for you.
That works out fine, thanks.
Air Canada 422.
Carolina runway 05.
Lining up now. Keep your eyes on the flight radar to see when Saudia begins its taxi. It's the
602.
main event
Delta 1,
tonight.
cross runway 0 left.
First departure from Toronto after a hiatus.
Sorry, thanks for your help. Canada 422, wind 0207, clear takeoff runway 05. Clear takeoff runway 05, Glasgow 6086, contact ground 119.
Good evening, West Jet 2543, checking out.
2543, Toronto Tower, global touching down, wind 0308, total land runway 06 right.
Blue Land 6 right, West Jet 2543.
Contact 1288. 28 account 14. Oscar Lima Delta, exit right on Yankee.
Oscar Delta exiting now on Yankee.
Oscar Lima Delta, you can just monitor ground on 1219.
Will go on.
Yeah.
Alright, taxiing up next, we got American. 1572 headed to Miami. This is an A319. Weather has not been joyful past couple of days. I'm built for some light mist, but if it starts a downpour, I'll have to pack it in, unfortunately. Equipment, can't risk it. It's not supposed to downpour,
72
though.
tower, line up runway 05.
I think it's just going to be misty for a while.
1572, wind 0207, clear takeoff runway 05.
We did get our first light shining last night.
2543, Delta 3, cross 6 left.
Delta 3, cross 6 left, edge 2548.
A91 heavy, wind 0308.
Which was really cool. It was on an Azores Neo. One of our subscribers was flashing the cell phone light from the left side of the plane. Caught it on the stream. That was fun. Little communication. .
1572, 2543, contact ground 1219.
Ground 2119, thanks for that west at 2543.
American 1572, contact 1288.
When it's not so
1288,
foggy,
Dale.
I can usually turn the camera over to the other side of the airport
Flight
and see
642,
some of
tower,
the
line up runway 05.
Line up runway 05, runway 04.
arrivals from a distance. Right now it is far too foggy. Maybe we can try, but I'm not going to make heads or tails out of much. You can see the flashing lights, though, letting pilots know where the runway is. Let's give it a try. Here's an A330 Star Alliance livery, Air Canada, 891 coming in from Rome, but as I said, not much to look at. Covered in mist, sort of you can make out the tail a little bit. Definitely not ideal spotting circumstances on the other side. But we have a Sunwing about to line up. Headed to Holguin, Cuba. (737-800), and this is flight 642.
Flight 642, wind 0208, clear takeoff runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05, runway 642.
Delta 3, cross runway 05. Delta 3, cross 6 on there,
it goes. The Delta 737, first in line on hotel. Then a Rouge A320, WestJet 737. Then we got KLM 787-10 Dreamliner, followed by an Air Canada A330.
38 Island, 6 right.
3 narrow bodies, and a heavy. Lufthansa 471 also beginning its taxi. Dreamliner headed to Frankfurt. That's still over at Terminal 1 apron. You'll see that in a bit. That's the Air Canada butter machine. Headed to Vienna, Air Canada 886. Profile view. About to turn on to hotel. To join the line. With that turn, there are now 5 jets on hotel, headed down to runway 05, so nice little lineup. Beginning, of course, as mentioned, with the Delta. (737-800).
Base at 600 views for sure.
2204 tower, line up runway 05.
Overweight 05, Delta 2204.
Delta 2946 front tower, Ember touching down, 10407 for the land 6 right. 6 right, Delta 2946. Delta 2204, wind 008 for takeoff, Delta 05.
005, 6 takeoff, Delta 2204.
For 4438, Delta 3, cross. Delta 3, cross, 6 left, 4438.
Lining up next, Rouge, 1796.
Delta 2204, contact
28, Delta 2204.
1796, wind 007, clear takeoff, runway 05. Clear takeoff, 05, 896. Washington 671 tower, line 05.
Line up 05, Washington 671.
3, cross runway 05.
Hey, Delta 3, cross 06 left, Delta 2946.
Lining up. Next, WestJet 671, 737, 700. This is headed to Calgary.
Jet 671, 0306, clear takeoff from 05.
You're clear takeoff 05 at 671.
Delta 2946, contact ground 1219. H2 length 1696, contact 128.
2880, 1790.
Airlines 690, Airlines 05.
Bottom 05, ready.
Not reported 304, I left this right.
4304 Toronto, wind 0307, clear to line runway 06 right.
Clear to line 6 right, quarter 304.
Delta 3, cross.
KLM 692 to Amsterdam, 78710. Dreamliner. Let's flex those wings. Wing flex emoji time.
Airlines 692, wind 006, clear takeoff 05.
Clear to take upon 05, 692.
And 8870 tower, top of jet cloud, Airlines 05, short delay.
Bottom 0805 is
That's 89 cross tower, Emperor mile and a half final, 138, clear line 06 right. WestJet 2521, contact ground.
787s are so quiet. Air Canada A330 lining up next. Vienna,
contact departure,
flight 886.
Okay.
We love the butter machines.
Delta 3, cross 06 left, quarter 304.
Saudia is taxiing. We will follow that a lot more closely than some of the other planes tonight, just because it's special. When it gets partway up hotel, we will give an exclusive camera real estate. The return of Saudia. Toronto to Jeddah, 7879. Which we'll see in a few minutes after this Air Canada A330 departs. We got a couple more departures. But it is taxiing on Alpha now, headed towards hotel, so that is exciting. I will never resist the opportunity to watch an A330 depart, or land for that matter. They are beautiful machines.
Good evening, Chicago 466, establish silent cable 5. Chicago 466 Heavy Tower, good evening, number 1, runway 05, departing Airbus.
Once again, Chicago 466.
Dash 39, you can just roll.
We got a
all the way down to
777
Delta
freighter,
5 and
AeroLogic, German cargo, will be coming in 05. First tap Air Portugal, headed to Lisbon on the 321 Neo. Oh, it's getting mistier. That is unfortunate. Well, at least we'll get to Saudia. Let's hope it stays a mist. Call all your weather favors in, everybody, so we can stay and watch the beautiful nighttime departures without ruining all the equipment. Alright, this will be the
Cliff takeoff runway Lufthansa Portugal 200.
Eva Air Cargo is also coming. We're going to have a tough call. Saudia is going to take priority.
Turn off the power brake ladies. Jeddah 842 Guys, 839 straight in Delta Tango, contact apron 2207. Cargo 466, wind 0206, total land runway 05. Get a 615 on tower.
After the German cargo, I think I will look down for Saudia.
J42 tower,
Continue, 6 right,
Sure. Get that on the stream.
258, contact departure.
See the German cargo. Here comes the Pan. Pan of champions. 777 freighter. Look at the wingtip vortices there. You can see the Saudia is on hotel. One of these, it's hard to tell in this light. There's Lufthansa making its way over as well. We are in for a heavy lineup and a couple of treats. I will give it a minute before we focus on Saudia.
Exit Hotel 3 and right on. Cargo 466, contact ground 12165.
Saudia is taxiing behind Eva Air Cargo, so if we can see that one. Anyway, we got a WestJet lining up while we wait for the lights to let us see what's happening. This is WestJet 719 headed to Vancouver, 737-800.
WestJet 719, wind 0107, clear takeoff runway 05.
Clear takeoff runway 05, WestJet 719.
Jet 842, keep your speed as best as safe stable. There is traffic minimum behind you. You're about 20 knots slower than everyone else who's been on the approach.
Roger, keep your speed up to 50, check that.
462 tower, line up runway 05.
Line up runway 05 again, 462.
And 615, exit Delta 1 from left. just switching over with you. 2129 at table. 2129, roger. Power there, reduce the final.
That is EVA Air Cargo, I believe, which means
Okay, we're going to continue and we're
that should be Saudia, according to
462
my radar.
We're taking off with 05. Take off your line, we're 462. Washington 19, contact 128. 28.8, Washington 19. Yeah, 615, contact ground 119. For 5233, tower, line up on 05. Up 05, 5233. Shady 42 exit 4, high speed Delta 1, cross runway 06 left, fast station. Okay, 0 to 1 to cross Livery 6 left, runway to Jeddah, 20. Again, a 462, contact departure 128. Jet 2129, traffic exiting Porto liner, 10 right. Play line, hit drive left head, 22. Jetty 42, thank you. As you cross, contact ground 1219. Error 5233, 10107, clear takeoff runway 05. Clear takeoff 05, Error 5233. EVA 667 heavy tower, line up 05. Line up on way, runway 05, EVA 67. Thank you, heavy turn tower, 37 rolling out, 0308, go to land, strike. Go land, strike for Canada 931. Delta 1, cross 06 left, what's that 12? Tower 13, 421 heavy, coming up to zero. Yeah, 421 heavy, on tower, just over 3 and trail the company 777, cost turbulence, wind 0308, put a land on way 06 right. Put a line 68, we check mark, check in. Washington 2129, contact ground 1219. 21 was at 129. Error 5233, contact departure 1288.
Saudia 62, headed to Jeddah, 7879 Dreamliner, it returns.
Runway 05. Runway 05, careful takeoff, EVA 67. B062 heavy tower, line up runway 05. Line up runway 05, Saudia, beautiful service. And 931, exit Delta 5, cross runway 06 left. Delta 5, cross 667, contact departure, 128 destination. 128, that's from 8. Saudi 062, caution turbulence, 777 out ahead, wind at 8, clear takeoff from 05.
Good November 05 for the 060.
Persian 55 Trump Tower, 230 rolling out, constant Woodland, 0308, for the last 0, right. Yeah, 931, straight in, Delta Tango, contact 871, 307.
Delta Tango, no father ramp, Airplane level 931.
Delta 471 Heavy Tower has 87 all 905.
Lufthansa 471, Biman 25.
421 exit Delta 5, cross runway 20 plus.
Plus to Fletcher, Canada,
Seven 771 Toronto Tower, just over 3 and trails of the Airbus ahead, wind 0308, liner plane 0 right. Contact ground, 120.
219 Air Canada, 421.
Saudi 062, contact departure 128, 720.
After 128, Saudia 062 heavy.
Lufthansa 471 Dreamliner to Frankfurt after Saudia. That was cool.
And the 471 constant turbulence, 787 out ahead, wind 007, clear takeoff, 786 tower, constant liftoff, climb away 05, and 50 miles drive. Present 255, exit Delta 3, cross. Delta 3 cross, 653, 55. Hold for the Delta, contact ground 119. There's a 471, contact departure 128.
128, Lufthansa 471.
Very low ceilings.
Delta 3, cross runway 0 up. Head, 0206, clear takeoff from 05.
Clear takeoff 05, John,
992 tower, line up 05.
Head up to 5, Red 192.
Center again, 771, contact ground 119.
505, Jazz 186.
Jazz 957, Airlines, 105, Jazz 957. Jazz 76, contact 128. 128, Jazz 76.
Hoping it breaks up. We shall see.
992, contact departure 128.
88, Jazz 182, good night.
Oh. It's chilly now.
957, wind 0307, clear takeoff runway 05. Clear takeoff 05, Jazz 957.
Definitely cold. It's a cold one. Change my mittens, I think. These ones are getting wet. Hopefully the rain breaks up. Flight radar has become almost inoperable without the touchscreen. It's the gloves. All wet now.
Contact 128. 128.
Airbus 321, Air Canada 153 to Calgary.
Clear takeoff 05, Air Canada 153.
Light drizzle sounds light and fun, but it's insidious because you don't notice it and it builds up on all the electronics. So. So I'm monitoring. Depending on how the next 10 minutes or so go, we'll decide what I have to do next. 7879 Dreamliner will be landing on the north. Air Canada 62. Coming in from Seoul, South Korea. I will flip the camera around so you can see what I see. It's just starting to poke through now. There it is. Barely visible through the clouds. That's a big white light. Soon to be a plane. See the wings now. Red and the green nav lights. It's the vortices.
509 tower, line of runway 05, just on extension. Again, 935, exit Delta 3, cross runway 07. Delta 3
Jazz 996 lining up next for LaGuardia. Embraer 175. Switch the gloves.
062, right Bravo, contact ground, 12165. 65, that's Bravo, aircraft 062.
Getting out the heavies. I can find the other one. It's in here somewhere. Definitely had 2 of them when I got out of the car. Very dark. There it is. Alright. Taking it up a notch. Bam. Bam. That was an Emerald Legacy reference.
509, 0206, clear takeoff runway 05. Jazz 996, Airline runway 05. 505, Jazz 996. Goodbye 70 Toronto Tower, wind 0307, so to land on way 063.
Another Jazz, Embraer 175.
570, where are you parking?
Midfield, Scott service.
570 yards. Thanks, Brian. Delta 1 is in.
Over.
And then I direct to Delta 3, cross runway 065.
Western Delta 3 and cross 06 Western Canada 990.
509, contact departure 1288.
Departure 2080 for your supervisor.
We may be over the drizzle for a bit. Actually, no, it's still
996, wind
still misty.
0206, clear takeoff runway 05.
Clear takeoff 05, Jack 996.
Order 309 tower, line up runway 05.
Line up runway 05, quarter 309.
Just joining us for the first time, please subscribe. Don't just sit there watching. Hit the button. Helps us out so much. We really appreciate it. You can also become a member of the channel if you'd like. Get access to a few exclusive
Santiago,
perks.
contact ground 1219.
49 Jeff 708 Savo, Silence 6 right.
SM08 Toronto Tower, 3-inch rail to the Challenger ahead, wind
Order.
0407, go to land runway 063.
Order 309 is an Embraer 195
Yeah,
headed
996,
to
contact 128.
Vancouver.
Jazz 996 tonight.
YVR. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, we upgraded the whole microphone setup.
For 309, wind 0207, clear takeoff runway 05.
Takeoff 05, quarter 309.
Jazz 684 tower, line up runway 05.
Line up 05, Jazz 684.
I've been experimenting with some new things. Now that we got a whole lot of new viewers, helped us be able to make a few tiny modifications to the setup.
Jet 570, no delay into Delta 1, cross runway 06 left, traffic a mile and a half left.
Like I said, every time you watch, it helps. It really helps. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Toronto Tower, Jazz 930.
Give you a little behind the scenes look here. Just a second. Oh wow, that is a
Clear to land, runway 6 right, Jazz 935.
Lecture 570, contact ground 1.
need to wipe that lens.
Order 309, contact 128.
28, port 309.
That is not brilliant, is it? Anywho, what I'm trying to show you. I can make it work here. I don't think so. Never mind. Just trying to show you the new microphone setup. Now I've just got a lot of water on my second camera, so the lens is giving a lot of halos and such.
The 708 exit Delta 3, cross from Wayne 0.
Anyway, enough on that. That's the second camera anyways. I'll show you really quickly, if it works, what our setup is doing over here. As you can see, it's got a lot of light. So there's our Fuji rocking there. That's my flight radar and my monitoring. And then down there is our, it's very dark, but that's the microphone. See if I can autofocus that, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, it's a super cardioid microphone on a long wire, which then connects back to my laptop, which is underneath there, on my wagon. Battery is underneath all that. Try to keep everything as dry as possible, but I have a rain cover for this camera as well, which I'm not currently using, but if it started to rain and we needed it, I could definitely bring that in. So I usually focus this over here on the tower, so we can have a look at what's going on in between shots when I need to, like, you know, play with the menus or something. Something like that.
Watch 1153 Toronto Tower.
And it likes to drift. It likes to drift. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. And head back to camera number 1, which is currently something's up. There it is. A little behind the scenes there, in case you're curious as to what my setup looks like. Oh, we got a beach tower. That's a Challenger 605. Blocked ID. Just took off. We got British 5 Charlie Alpha 777-200.
Skybiz 903, contact departure 128.1, connect. That's great, Skybiz 903.
That one's headed over to Heathrow. And the beach towel looks like it's headed over to the de-icing.
Push 2651, cross from
I love the beach towel. The Condor stripes all the way. I know that's a controversial opinion around these parts, but that's what I got. That doesn't look like it's moving. Mel has given a membership. Thank you. Airline. Hey, look at you, Airline. You got a membership for the month. Look at you. Welcome. Thanks, Mel. That's very generous of you. Mel's giving away a few memberships. Great to have you on board. It looks like British is just hanging out there on hotel.
Tower Rouge 1900 is with you on the ILS 6 rate.
Rouge 1900, Toronto Tower, wind 030 at 7. Clear to land, Waze 6 rate.
Clear to land 6 rate, Rouge 1900.
British is relaxing, I guess. That's alright. Sometimes I think the camera freezes, but I can see the lights flashing, so it's not the camera.
Ashland 53, cross from 06 o'clock. Rock 06 left, pleasure, rock 53.
That's weird. My giant snow gloves apparently can work the touch screen. That's a game changer.
Then you still have a route to do there again, 543? Yeah, 543, okay, once you're in position, you can do your engine room, let me know when you're ready.
5 Charlie Alpha. Still not
West
moving.
53, contact ground 129, good.
There's
119, West 53, good.
planes behind it. Wonder what's going on. I'm not listening to ground.
1288 Heavy is with you, ILS 06 right.
Air Canada 1288 Heavy, Toronto Tower, wind 0307, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, Air Canada 1288.
Still not moving.
Rouge 1900, cross from 06 left. 6 left, Rouge 1900.
Tower still there, just checking. We're listening to voices from that specific tower, actually. That's the Nav Canada tower, for those who are unfamiliar with the airport. Kevin, if we see you, we see you. Unless the rain kicks in, then we'll take off, but it'd be nice to see you. So the tower I just showed you is Nav Canada, and they control the maneuvering areas of the airport, so the taxiways and runways. When they get to the apron, it's taken over by the GTAA, which is the Greater Toronto Airport Authority. And they work at that's the tower they use to control the apron. So different, people ask why there are two towers. They serve different functions. One is the local authorities tower for the running of the airport, like the apron and such. And then that tower is Nav Canada, which gives the takeoff clearances, landing clearances, and lets planes maneuver around the taxiways to get to and from the runways and such. So the ground frequency, the tower frequencies, and the clearance delivery frequencies you find in that tower, and all the aprons and such
463 Toronto Tower, cross
over there.
7 ladder to head, wind 0306, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Over by Terminal 1 on the other side of the airport.
Air Canada 1288, cross runway 06 left, contact ground 129, good day.
Cross 06 left over to ground point 9, Air Canada 1288.
So I'll look back over here and see what's going on. More planes waiting for...
And tower, Air 2 tower.
Got a target just inside the control zone. We'll be north of the approach group.
Air 2, clear the zone, on first 30.
Alright, so they are now taxiing up the runway, it looks like. They're going to do a backtrack. This is Air Canada 543 to Seattle on an A220. Are we going to see a nice little U-turn? Maybe? Or is it doing something else? We'll see. Oh yeah. The backtrack. I guess British is stuck. I'm not listening to ground, so I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm always fascinated how sharp those turning radiuses are.
There's 44 Toronto Tower, long air, but 2 is
Whatever's going on, that's going to
0406, clear to land, runway 06 right.
mess up the the order of things. It takes a while for... I suppose they could cross the runway and come up Juliet, but then you've got planes taxiing across active runways, which increases the risk of incursions. It's not an ideal situation. It's one of the reasons why Pearson doesn't love using the 3-3s, even when the wind favors the 3-3s, because every landing plane on 3-3 left has to cross the active departing runway to get to the terminal, and the visibility on that end of the runway is not great because there's a hill on 3-3 right, so the tower, the departing planes can't always visually see the end of the runway, so it makes the incursion situation even more challenging. It's a little more hair-raising, so as long as they're within the limits set out by whoever sets out the limits, they try to not use those if they can avoid it. Obviously, sometimes you can't avoid it if it's a really strong wind, and if traffic is lighter, it's easier to do, but in a really busy aviation rush hour at Pearson, it's more challenging to do. But anyways, a little bit of info I picked up from some of my friends who work in air traffic control here. It's a lot more complicated than people who just see the wind and go, easy, switch the runways. It's not as simple. I mean, we're lucky we have these runways that go the opposite direction. Some airports just don't. For instance, LAX, if you get a north wind coming in really fast, there's no alternative. Anyway. What's going on the hotel? I missed that.
Rouge 1944, cross runway 06 left. Traffic left, Rouge 1944.
That looks like British is advancing. Hopefully they sorted out whatever was going on the hotel over there. Appreciate y'all being with us tonight. We are watching departures with the occasional peppering of arrivals. Some heavies have come in on this side, which have been interesting.
362 is with you, Alan, 6 right, on 160.
Runway 05. Saturday, December 3rd, 2023. We're getting to the end of the year. This is actually stream number 99. I counted last month. I went back now. I've been keeping tally. The days where I've split the stream into two, I just counted as one stream. Even if they're separate things to click on going back, but they're the same streaming day. This is streaming day 99. Which means Monday will be stream 100. I didn't think I'd ever get to 100 streams when I started this back at the end of January. That means almost 1/3 of my year has had a stream. Almost. I'm perplexed. It doesn't feel like 100 streams. It really doesn't. But it means I have come to Pearson 100 times and gone live for all of you out there. Time flies when you're having fun. 777-200 to London Heathrow. Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha. Registration Golf Yankee Mike Kilo. Oh, debris. Thank you, Christoph. Appreciate that. I missed that. Oh, I think I heard someone talk about a water bottle, but I don't know if that was...
good read into Delta 1.
That might be something different. I thought I heard that on the radio, but... Nice to see the smaller plane do the backtrack, though. U-turn at the end. Oh, here's the inbound that I missed. Too busy watching out for that 777 there.
Super 5 Charlie Alpha, Heavy Tower, line up 105.
Who are you? Now my glove stops working. Alright, anyway.
Control 373, contact ground 112.
Here comes the heavy. Speedbird, 5 Charlie Alpha.
Just 362, cross runway 06 block.
I couldn't click on the flight radar there. What type of plane was the one that just landed? Looked kind of like a 321, but it was fast and dark. Oh, I can just take my glove off. What the heck?
Right on Bravo, contact ground 165, good day.
220. A little smaller.
Just 499, Toronto Tower, low number 2, 320 to mile final, 0407, critical and runway 06 right. Quick line, runway 06 right, Just 499. Just 362, contact ground 129, right. Contact ground, Jazz 362, okay. Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha, wind 0408, clear takeoff, runway 05. Clear takeoff, runway 05, Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha.
We're going to hear the 777 engine spool up.
Wake Turbulence. Wake 05.
Oh yeah. Hey, CYYZ spotter 777. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you get your homework done.
Heavy, Aircan 140 Heavy is, yeah, that's Aircan 140 Heavy, Toronto Tower, number 2, Eagle 4 and Trail of an RJ, winds are 0407, critical and runway 06 right. Left, 6 radar. There's 1910, cross runway 06 left. Left.
I did not know that, Christoph. That's really cool. Smart. Cool bit of info. Air Canada 745 lining up next, headed to San Francisco on another whale. A mini whale. I do have to get a whale emoji. I think that'll be cool. I'm going to design a whale with wings or something. Flying whales.
There's 1910, contact ground 129.
Delay for Wake Turbulence here. After this we have a Dreamliner 7879 just doing the nice turn over there off a hotel. This is Air Canada 92 headed to Santiago, Chile. Get those wing flex emojis out there, members. Our first member chat, by the way, for those who are interested, is a Google Meet happening Thursday evening, 7 o'clock Eastern. If you're a member, I will post a link in a members-only post. You can join us for just hanging out, talking about airplanes and whatever. Get a chance to chat with me and a couple of the mods. I like to meet you. I like to like to chat, see who everybody is.
Just 499, cross runway 06 left.
I will post that link on Thursday, about an hour or so before the meeting begins. On the posts section of the channel.
Just 499, we'll try to
Alright, here we got the Dreamliner lining up. Air Canada 92.
Pearson 095 Transat, cross Turbulence, flying 777 by 6 miles, wind 0307, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Roger, runway 06 right. 0709,
Air Canada 92, clear takeoff, runway 05.
Clear takeoff,
There he
05, Air
goes.
Canada 92.
Transat
Let's flex those wings.
Wake Turbulence. Line up 05 and wait, Air Transat 206, check departure. Air Canada 745, contact departure 128.8 today.
Departure 28, Air Canada 745.
Dreamliner to Santiago.
Air Canada 40, cross runway 06.
I don't know what I should do for my 100th stream. If Monday's weather is not horrific, that will be stream 100. Look at those wings. I'm going to follow it for a minute until it gets devoured by the low ceiling. It's like an Irish pub out here. Very low ceilings. And it gets a little misty.
Air Canada 92, contact departure 128.8 today.
We got Transat 206 headed to Manchester. Maybe it's an English pub then. You ever go to the old pubs in England and Ireland and such, often they're old buildings with very low ceilings. When you get a lot of people in there drinking, I don't think it's a good combination. There you go. Yeah, it seems like the mist has let up a little bit, so that's good to know. And I'm not freezing, so we're going to keep rolling. See some cool Saturday nights departures.
Toronto 2, sorry, Toronto, Cruise 1924, Toronto, number 2, Foreign Trail Company 319. Wind 0306, clear to land, 06 right.
Okay, copy number 2, exit to land, 6 right.
Hope everyone's doing well. I'm not planning on going anywhere, Black Hill, so
Quick takeoff 05, Air Transat
if
20.
it's going to hit this runway in 20 minutes, I'm going to catch it. I'm not going to turn the camera away just at the last second there. It's a great plane. We like catching the Biman Bangladesh on the stream. One of my coworkers is Bengali, and she has no interest in planes. But every time I catch a Bangladeshi Dreamliner, I was bringing the video clip, and it's the same. Okay, yeah, there you go. Sounds good, Michael. Whatever you're doing there, keep yourself busy. 321 Neo. I would like to fly on a Transat 321 Neo. That's my next channel goal. I've ruled out ever getting on the A380 to Dubai. I will never be able to afford that, but a 321 Neo I think I can pull off. Maybe to Glasgow or something. Let's just start GoFundMe. Greetings from Palm Springs. Hey, Randy.
Good evening, Ray 1790, with your approach to Sable, 6 right.
One of my best friends and her partner, they love Palm Springs. They just bought a timeshare down there because they love it so much. They seem to go every year. And I've never been, but it's on the list.
Transat 206, departure 28, good day. 28, Air Transat 206, good day. Air Canada 618, wind 0508, clear takeoff 105. Clear takeoff 05, Air Canada 618.
Air Canada 618 is a MAX 8, and it's a Halifax, capital of Nova Scotia.
We're 7895, so contact call 129,
We got you covered, Wakil, don't you worry, we got you covered. I can't always cover everything, unfortunately. This is just a hobby at the moment. I still have a full-time job that I need desperately to pay the bills. So this is this channel has not made any money. So it's really just a labor of love at the moment. I mean, I appreciate everything that we've received so far, but it does not cover the bills. So we're here whenever we can because we love what we do. And everyone who's volunteering to help us out, we appreciate everything and every contribution, and you're all amazing. So just thank you. Just want to extend that from the bottom of my heart. I can't believe we're at stream 100 on Monday. I don't know what word I am. I was going to say overwhelmed, but I'm mostly confused that I've spent so much time standing out at fences. Alright, looking for some stripes. I think that was it. Just checking up the hotel, see if there's anything else exciting going on. We got stripes around my shoulders. I got stripes. Stripes on my livery. That's not quite how the Johnny Cash song goes, but I feel like it would be more interesting if it did. Oh, thanks, Christoph. Much appreciated, much appreciated.
Takeoff runway 05, Rouge 1680.
I will visit. All right, that's it. Michael's going to Palm Springs. New plan. Once again, I probably need to GoFundMe. Next time I'm in LA. Actually, I'm in LA. I'm in LA next month for just a weekend.
Cleared to land, runway 6 right here,
Just to do some plane spotting. So I'm looking at a chance to drive out to Palm Springs, but another time. I got to take the kids back to California. Last time I was there, I was by myself, and well, hello, engines. Turn and burn. That was exciting. Yeah, I want to take the kids to the Santiago Zoo because that was a brilliant experience. I spent the entire day there from opening to close, and I feel like I still could have spent another one.
1627, cross from 06 left. Cross 06 left.
So we're looking at Condor 2403 to Frankfurt, an Airbus A330-900. That's our next exciting moment. We got stripes. Much like Peter from LA Flights, I'm a big fan of the stripes.
1627, contact ground 129, good day. 1680, contact departure 128.9, good day.
128, good day, Rouge 1680.
242 to Planet Bravo exit.
Target 80, Big Guy 35, 04, 6.5 out, 6 right.
Big Guy 3504, Toronto Tower, good day, you're number 2, Foreign Trail for 37, 0408, clear to landway 06 right.
Clear to line 6 right, top number 2. Big Guy 35, 4.
Big Guy 936, cross runway 06 left.
Cross 6 left, Big Guy 936.
Holding short for a Dreamliner arrival. Air Canada 843 coming over my shoulder in just a second. I'll see if I can pan quickly. Excuse me.
Condor 2403, tower line, 005.
Condor 2403, line up, 105.
And Condor lining up.
Quebec, contact April 12207. Tower number 2, Embraer Alpha 04010, clear to land with 06 right. Down 705, contact ground 129, get it?
319, Down 705, get it.
Condor 2403, wind 0507, good takeoff, runway 05. Jet 544 Tower, line up 005 and wait, go with Wake Turbulence.
Line for Wake 05, Jet 534.
Quick, that's 3504, cross runway 06 left.
Delta 613. Surge pilot. Air Canada 142 Heavy, ILS, runway 06.
Air Canada 142 Heavy, Toronto Tower, good evening, you're number 2, Foreign Trail Tower, J104007, clear to landway 06 right.
Clear land 06 right, Air Canada 142.
Quick, that's 3504, contact ground 129, good day.
It's like the cornfield and Field of Dreams.
Condor
They just
2403, contact departure.
disappear. I love it. Love the stripes. The pajama plane. I saw that, Julie. That's funny. The pajama plane. I'll take it. Jazz 544 to LaGuardia on an Embraer 175. Then a 737-800 after that. WestJet 437. And then Transat 764 on a 330. The Transat butter machine. We like butter. So many layers on that my phone will not recognize my face.
Take off from lead 05, Jazz 5. Worship 437 tower, line up 405. Line up 405, worship 467.
I have to put my PIN code in every time I check my messages. I got a giant neck warmer on and a big hat. With all the technology, and the phone cannot ID me. That's alright.
Just 748, cross runway just o'clock.
I'm gonna be, actually, just want to look at the Transat. Oh, it's a swoop livery, of course it is. I was gonna skip it for the Transat, but...
Just 544, contact departure 128, that's 1
swoop, there it is. Just a WestJet flight now, but still with the swoop livery until they repaint them, which I'm sure is a thing.
Clear takeoff, 105.
I'm gonna skip over and watch the Transat though in just a moment.
105 there, Transat 10.
So,
There's 1936 front tower.
see this start its roll, and then I want to watch the beautiful A330. Alright, go to the A330.
Jazz 748, jet contact ground 120. Down 142, cross from Wayne's Russell Club. Transat 764, good takeoff, place 05. Good takeoff, 05, air Transat. Worship 437, contact departure 128, that's 1 288, 437, Jazz 82 tower, line 405, and wait for Wake Turbulence. Line up 105, Jazz 82. Airtail 142, contact ground 129, right?
Target Air Canada 423, ILS 6, right.
Channel 423, Toronto Tower, loading number 2, 3 and travel 319, 10506, Airlines 06.
Airlines, right Air Canada 423.
Transat 764, contact departure 128,
If you
that's
build
1
it,
Air
you will
Canada
come.
4 guy.
Oh, thanks, Nick. Florida99 Super Chat. Best night plane spotting streams I've seen. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. We enjoy our nighttime streams. Ah, really kind of you. Thank you so much. We like the nighttime stuff. I'm proud of the nighttime streams, to be honest. I feel like they've come a long way. It's just, I obsess over details with the nighttime stuff. Camera choice, the lens choice. So thank you. That means a lot. It really means a lot to me because I really like watching night streams myself, and I think there's some really amazing ones out there. Glad we can bring you something that is worth watching. So thank you. Honestly, it means a lot to me. Very kind. You're also wonderful. Jazz 882 headed to Newark. RJ 900 LR. I sound extra Canadian when I say the RJs. RJ 900 LR. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Cruise 1936, contact ground 129.
My Canadian really shows through on the R's. And the 100. RJ 900, eh? Heading over to Newark. Oh, it's in New Jersey, eh? Alright, we have a lull. But we got a Biman Bangladesh. Oh, nothing in its way. We get to watch the Bangladesh Dreamliner. Well, that's exciting. Coming up next.
Bengali Beauty.
The Bengali Beauty. I'd make an emoji for that. I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. There's a white light right there.
Air 423, cross runway 06 left.
Cross runway 06 left, Air Canada 423.
There it is. Found it.
Push 2507.
It's far away.
2, Montreal 321.
The runway is like,
0507, clear to land with 06 right.
you know, over 3 kilometers long. It's a long walk from one end to the other. What's that, like 40 minutes? Just on a regular casual stroll?
Air Canada 423, contact ground 129, good.
21 Air Canada 423.
Yes, on it, Wakil. No need to shout. We gotcha. That's excitement. That's all good. We get excited about the planes we like. Headquarters. I like it. I remember my dad used to listen to CFRB when I was growing up. (10:10 a.m.) I remember 640 as well. That's changed formats so many times. 640 was one of the radios I was on after that clip went viral. They interviewed me. Had a nice 10-minute chat on one of the shows there.
These were 363, Delta 3, cross
fun.
06 left.
Delta 3.
That was a weird week. Weird week.
Port 408, Transat.
Cool moment.
Port travel 737-10508, clear to land runway 06 right.
Check number 2 and clear to land runway 06 right.
I vaguely remember, I think it was CFRB, driving around with my mom at night when we were kids and she wanted to take us to the mall or something and hearing like the Dr. Laura Schlesinger show. I think that was a CFRB moment. Memories.
Resort 363, contact ground 129.
Fair enough, Mel. It was definitely a parent station. I don't listen to much radio at all, actually, anymore. Just Spotify, podcasts, and my AI DJ knows me so well. Although I will admit, I listen to a lot of air traffic control these days because it is fun. All right, I'm gonna let the Bengali Beauty do its thing. Headed to Istanbul, 787-9 Dreamliner, and that's Biman Bangladesh Airlines, flight 306.
West 2507, cross runway 06
Let's watch. That was a whisper.
Shed 2507, contact ground 129, good day.
191 Shed.
That's 306 Heavy Tower, line up 305.
05,
Porto 408, cross runway 06 left.
Runway 06 left, Porto. Tower, and the 81 Heavy approaching, give us final fix right.
Can 81 Heavy, Toronto Tower low. Number 2, there's a 220 to mile final, 0507, critical anyways, 06 right.
Still has 6 right, 6 1, Sir Canada 81.
Porto 408, contact ground 129, good day.
Ground 129, Porto 408.
Bayless 306, contact departure 128 decimal airborne, good takeoff, runway 05.
Yeah, 128 decimal 8, yeah, take us on 05, Bangladesh 306.
Cat 1308, cross runway 06 left.
Cross 6 left.
Aircat 1308, contact ground 129, good day.
Good evening, I'm Transat 187.
Transat 187 Heavy, Toronto Tower, number 2 is 777 close final, caution turbulence, wind 0506, clear to land, runway 06 right.
That's 6 right, Transat 187.
Alright, if Fabia in Scarborough is watching, which I know you most certainly are not, I'd like to dedicate that takeoff to you. For no other reason than maybe I'll play it back on Monday. Biman, Bangladesh 306, headed to Istanbul. Not Constantinople, for those wondering. It's a long ride.
Canada 81, cross from 06 left.
I would do it, but I would probably it would probably get old after like hour 9. Air Canada 330. Next to depart. I do enjoy podcasts, Mel, just to get back to that chat.
I listen to podcasts about things I generally
would otherwise have no interest in, but I'll let it autoplay to the next podcast, and I learned so much. Started listening to this ancient history podcast. I do like ancient history, but I didn't seek it out. It just came on randomly once, and I went through this whole like 6-parter on Pompeii. Because why not? Transat 330 on the other side, we won't see much of it, but coming in from Punta Cana Transat 187.
Transat 330, close finally, number 2. Windsor 0606, clear to line, 06 right.
We like our 330s. At least I do. What else is de-icing at the moment? We got a couple of heavies on the radar, looks like. If my glove decides to work eventually. Glove is temperamental. There we go. Oh, a couple of 777-200s. Both Air Canada. Both on the south side currently. That's cool. The less common Air Canada variant currently. The 200s. Okay. Far more 300s, but they are cool to see when they cluster. Oh, hello.
Transat 187, cross runway 06 left.
Giacomo, welcome from YSB. Happy to stream. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're just watching you just found us and you're lurking in the background, hit that button. You can participate in the chat if you like. Say hello. We like to know where you're from, where you're watching from. And also, if you turn GIFs on, you might get a membership. Who knows? People have been very nice. We have super chats available if you want to help the channel out. You can PayPal tip as well through the website, waketurbulence.ca, get to know who we are. And members, we're having our members only Google Meet on Thursday. I get to meet some of you. I look forward to that. Right now you're just text on the screen, and I like meeting people. We have a great community that we've been building here, so that was the motive behind that. Community building. Hey, Gordon. Really happy to have you all here tonight. I mean it. I would do this with 10 people watching, but the fact that there's over 170, it's that's cool. It means a lot to me. I've already forgotten where this is going because I was jumping around the airplanes there. All right, we're headed to Montreal. 894 on a 330. The busiest route in Canada is the Toronto-Montreal corridor. That's why you sometimes see 330s and 777s on this flight that is less than an hour.
Ground 21 down here, 1140.
I mean, it saves a 5-hour drive, I guess. Which I did in October, right after my birthday. I took the family to Montreal. We did a plane spot from YUL, and I'm hoping to go back in the winter. I've been chatting with some of the people over at the plane spotting group to do a little collaboration, hopefully, so we'll see. Because I can drive there, I can bring my battery, which which is always a plus because it's so much easier when I can just plug everything in. I have a mobile version which works, but not as fun. Let's watch it. Get engulfed by the clouds. Low ceiling today. As I mentioned, this is the Old English or Irish pub atmosphere. Alright. More action. Get to take our time. I like it. Oh, thanks, Marva. Appreciate that. Yeah, we were excited to have a nighttime Emirates departure. We don't see that here. It's always arrives in the morning and leaves in the afternoon. Sorry, I yawned. Tired. That photography gig, I was running around a lot. When I photograph theater, I don't just like to stand at the back and get these static shots. I like to kind of help capture the emotion of the scene. So running around a lot, getting low, getting high, jumping around the aisles. So I'm tuckered.
970 contact apron 2207. 207, good night, 970.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we don't see the nighttime Emirates departures.
Like from time to time, it'll be delayed.
Like from time to time, it'll be delayed in the winter. If it's delayed, the sun goes down pretty early. So. Last night was pretty cool, and it was misty and raining, a lot of water on the runway. It created some really cool views last night. I was pleased, even though I had to hang my laptop upside down all night to make sure it completely dried out. Worth it. I'll be posting some 4K videos from yesterday as well. Some of them will be just on the members. Stuff that I think is neat, but wouldn't necessarily think everyone would. Gotta have some bonuses to being a member, right?
7721 cross range plus.
And I shoot my nighttime videos in 4K, and the stream is 1080, but I just basically can't afford to stream in 4K. The data would be immense. But I do the videos in 4K, so at least we get some 4K content after the fact. This is Air Canada 800, the 7879, and this is headed to Dublin. Speaking of the Irish pubs, I want to get back to Dublin. I want to do more things. I've been a number of times to Dublin. I adore that city. Walking around Temple Bar, River Liffey. And getting out of the city too is great. My wife has some roots in Galway, so we spent a little bit of time there, exploring County Clare, County Cork.
Yeah, 800 heavy, Tunnel Tower, clear for takeoff, runway 05. Clear for takeoff, 05. Clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, Porter 360.
Get those wing flex emojis ready. We got a Dreamliner. From the back, the lights at the edges of the wings are white. From the front, you see red on the left and green on the right, just so you know what direction the airplane's traveling. Similar to nautical stuff as well. On the water, the buoys are red and green. I think it's red on the right when you're going upstream. Don't quote me on that. I did my boating license years ago, and I don't remember all the rules. I very rarely find myself on the water.
424, advise when you're done.
We got another
Air Canada 800, contact departure 1288.
Lining up.
188, good evening, Air Canada.
Looks like a 220. We're gonna get some whales. This one's headed to Montreal. See, like literally, plane after plane after plane just go to Montreal all day long. Big ones, little ones. And not just Air Canada, you got Porter, there's WestJet, although I think they've been slowing down there. Toronto, Montreal, if not stopped. Transat.
And then correction, 737 Toronto Tower, number 2 to
Jazz to Montreal. We do a lot of Dash 8s from the Island Airport. Heavy coming down.
424, cleared for takeoff.
Oh yeah, one of those 777-200s is taxiing down hotel right now.
Porter 239, Toronto Tower, line up runway 0.
Behind this, though, we got Porter 239 headed to St. John's, Newfoundland on an E195 E2. And then we got the 777-200.
Porter 360, cross runway 06 left, and contact ground 1. Porter 360, cross runway 06 left and contact ground 1219. Cross 06 left, ground.
That's how I remember it too, the last letters.
260, which is the safest final 6 right. It's a 268, Toronto Tower, number 2, runway 06.
It's just
right,
in boating, whether you're going upstream or downstream depends on. I just don't remember what the default is for that rule in boating. But I do remember the red left because there's fewer letters from left to right. Same with starboard. Port and starboard.
Over departure, Canada 424, good night.
Red is fewer letters than green. It's a good little trick. All those wing flex emojis are coming out. Thanks, members.
Porter 239.
Oh, we briefly got over 200 viewers at once. That's good for a Saturday.
Air
Canada 42 heavy, line up and wait, runway 05.
Air Canada 42 heavy lining up behind this Embraer, which is off to St. John's. 777 going to Delhi, Air Canada 42. That's a long flight.
Toronto Tower, 036, 06 right, 5 miles.
036 heavy, Toronto Tower, continue approach number 2, runway 06 right, 3.5 miles behind an A320.
Continue approach 06 right, 036 heavy.
Nautilus 737, cross runway 06 left.
A beast.
Air Canada 268,
A beast.
0606.
777s are beasts.
06 right.
Red land 6 right, Air Canada 268.
Oh, we heard the autopilot disconnect on the radio in that cockpit.
239, contact departure 1288.
That's always fun when you can hear the little mechanisms behind the scenes. 2 likes to 200, that's amazing. Give us a like. Hit subscribe. Really helps us out. You don't have to turn notifications on. The subscription is helpful to us. I really appreciate it.
Air Canada 42, cleared for takeoff, runway 05. Your Canada
for takeoff.
Sure, takeoff and wing 5.
And a 268, exit Delta 3, cross runway 06 left, have contact ground.
These are long-range planes.
Delta 3, cross 06 left, over, take your Canada.
That's a long flight. Direct to Delhi. Oh, the German cargo is just joining hotel shortly. 777 freighter. And that one is headed to Houston. AeroLogic.
42, contact
466. Before that, though, we got 737 MAX 9 Icelandair to Reykjavik. This is Icelandair 38 Charlie. Or flight number 602, Toronto to
1094, Toronto, sorry, good evening. You're following a 777 rolling out, 06016, clear to land, runway 06 right.
I've flown Icelandair once and I quite enjoyed it. Did a flight to Glasgow, which
Either 036,
stopped in
runway
Reykjavik.
06 left.
Cross the runway 06 left.
It was on a 757, if I recall.
Hey, Sarah 3, Charlie, Toronto Tower, cleared for takeoff, runway 05.
This is going back 9 years, I think. Yeah, 2014 is when I did that trip to Scotland.
Good evening, Lot 5 Echo, establish ILS right. 5 Echo Heavy, Toronto Tower, good evening. Number 2, 5 miles behind E220, wind 060 at 6, clear to land, runway 06 right. Clear to land, runway 06 right, Lot 5 Echo. Eva 036, taxi straight ahead, Delta Tango, contact apron 12207.
Good. Delta Tango 12207.
That makes sense, Christoph. Yeah, if I could turn my seat to a bed, I could probably spend a lot longer on a plane. We are Wake Turbulence Aviation, live at Toronto Pearson International Airport, runway 05 departures with some scattering arrival.
Charlie, contact departure 1288,
Oh, Tyler, it did end up going eventually. They sorted out, I guess, whatever was going on, and it departed.
Good evening, Westjet 9103 with you on the ILS.
Felt like an hour or so it was holding short, though.
9103, Toronto Center, good evening. Number 2, 5 miles behind a Dreamliner, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 061.
Is AeroLogic?
Westjet 9103.
Off to Houston, 777 freighter. this max 8. No, that'll go 6, right? No reason for that to go 5. No,
Terminator
could
Cargo
go.
426 Heavy, Toronto Tower, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear takeoff 05 from Cargo 46.
German cargo, cleared for takeoff. I need a warm drink. I might be doing that sometime in the next hour. We shall see.
Lot 5 Echo, cross runway 06 left, and then contact ground 120.
06 left, down 1219, low 5 Echo. Tower get 826, 7 miles minus.
At 826 Heavy, Toronto Tower, number 2, 4 miles behind us, 737, wind 060 at 6, clear to land, runway 06 right.
From 826 right, keep it 826.
Watch it. Get engulfed by the clouds. There we go. That is dense.
German Cargo 466, contact departure 1288, good day.
1288, German Cargo 466.
All right, who's coming down now? Heavy. Ooh, Air France. Maybe we'll see it just go straight out this time. Yesterday, for those who remember, it was just mentioned in the chat that Air France was holding short runway 5 for, felt like about an hour or so. While they sorted out some brake issues. It eventually took off and went on its merry way.
Go over the ground on the other side of the door shed.
We also found out that Drake's plane went to Houston. Somebody shared that in our Facebook group. Thanks for that. Fascinating. Oh, we got A350 on the other side. Sorry, let's go see that. I think it's a Cathay. That landed on our side last night. Whoops. Slipped. That's cool. I like this airport. It's always a lot going on. Air France A350. Speaking of A350s, A350-900 will be taxiing down towards us. Off in the distance, we saw an A350-1000 that was Cathay Pacific A26 from Hong Kong. Also a long flight, 13 hours and 46 minutes ago it departed. It's a long time to be on a plane, but I would enjoy it. I might even recline.
465, sorry, who's that? Who's Air Canada calling?
Air Canada 1334.
Yeah, 1334, Toronto Tower, number 2, 3 miles behind at 220, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land, 6 right, Air Canada 1334.
Cathay 826, cross runway 06 left, then contact ground 120.
Get a bit chilly.
1219, Cathay 826.
Looks like some heavies there. Triple 300 is at de-icing right now. Off to Vancouver, got an A330, the Air Canada Star Alliance livery. It's coming down Alpha, headed to Rome. 321 Neo or Transat, moving around too. Some cool things. Cool things are happening. I'm afraid I don't have much time left tonight. It's getting to that
Tower, Red Lake 692, ILS 0.
cold spot.
Lake 692, Toronto Tower, number 2, 5 miles behind 737, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, number 2.
Get 465, cross runway 06 left, contact ground 1219.
Cross 6 left, ground point 9, Canada.
Winter night streams, while they look amazing, are sometimes torture to stand out here for this long. So I go until I can't go anymore.
Red Lake 692, where are you parking?
We're parking at Sky Service Midfield.
Thank you. Air Canada 1334, cross runway 06 left, and then contact ground 129.
Cross 6 left and 219 there for Canada 1334.
Tower, going 5612, cleared ILS 06 right.
Runway 5612, Toronto Tower, number 2, 3 miles behind a citation, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Number 2, clear to land 06 right.
Air France 351 Heavy, Toronto Tower, cleared for takeoff, runway 05. Wind 0506.
Thank you.
Express 642, Toronto Tower, number 2, 5.5 miles behind.
Air France 351, once again, A350 900 headed to Charles de Gaulle in Paris.
Express 642, confirm midfield.
Going to midfield, yep, there's Express 642.
Thank you. Red Lake 692, cross runway 06 left, and then contact ground 1219.
Cross 16 left, and then, sorry, cross runway 6 left, and then contact ground 1.9 runway. Thank you.
Correct. 244, Condor Tower, line up runway 05.
Another 05, Air Transat 244.
Sunwing 5612, cross runway 06 left, and contact ground 1219.
Air France, taken by the clouds.
635, Condor Tower, number 2, 4 miles minus citation, 10805, clear to land runway 06
Star
left.
Alliance. There's Transat lining up.
Air France 351, contact departure 1288, good day.
Transat 244 is a 321 Neo. I don't yet know where it is going. Still remember from previous days. All right, we're getting a little bit of raindrops now, so I think it's going to be time to call it. We held off the mist for long enough to see Saudi. It was awesome.
Transat 244, 5 miles behind on A350, wind 0506, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear takeoff 05, Air Transat 244.
We'll watch the Star Alliance take off and then we'll call it. Because it is cold and it's starting to get a little wet. Air Canada 890 is headed to Rome after this. That's the Star Alliance Livery Airbus A330.
That's the way up front.
Jazz 7121, good day, approaching Sabos, ILS 6 right. Spread 642, exit Delta 1, cross runway 06 left, and contact ground 1219. Good night, Transat 244, contact departure 1288, good night.
188 for Transat 244, good night.
Air Canada 890, cleared for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05 for Canada 8.
Jazz 712 on Toronto Tower, good evening, number 2, 3 miles behind an E220, wind 0705, clear to land runway 06 right.
Clear land 06 right, Jazz 712.
Canada 635, exit Delta 3, cross runway 06 left, contact ground 10. Air Canada 890, contact departure 1288.
Start 8, Air Canada 890.
As you can see, the water is starting to come in a bit. The lens is getting a bit wet. Michael here just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. It was a shorter one tonight, but we got the Saudia departure, which is really, really cool. So thanks for tuning in to stream 99 all this year. We just started at the end of January. We're up to stream 99 already. So we're hopefully back Monday if the weather allows us for stream 100. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Embrace the journey. It means the world to me that you're here. And yeah, let's keep spotting. Take it easy.
Tower Shell 6169, Iowa 06 right, cross Stables at 160 knots.
Air Shuttle 6169, Toronto Tower, number 2, 3 miles behind at 319, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land, 6 right, Air Shuttle 6169.
Air Canada 788 is approaching Pearson.
Jet 7121, cross runway 06 left, turn right on Charlie, contact ground 1219. Cross 06 left, turn right on Charlie, ground 69, Jet 712. And 788 heavy, Toronto Tower, wind 0505.
I'll tell you what though, there's one Dreamliner coming over my head and then I will end it. So let's do that. Just because it's coming directly over my head and we haven't had a landing in a few. So we'll have a look over here.
Get a wind check for Canada.
And then we're done.
619.
It is actually starting to rain now, so I don't want to. I'd like to be able to come back and do another stream, so if we lose our equipment, we can't do that. So we're looking just for a really fast landing in a minute. 7878 Dreamliner from LAX, Air Canada 788. Oh, that's 788. And then we will have ourselves a wonderful night. There's always going to be another plane. Always going to be another plane.
Ship 2769, what's the approach?
Ship 2769, Toronto Tower, number 2, 4 miles behind 175, wind 0605, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Every time I want to go home, there's always another plane that's going to land or take off or...
Got a 619, cross runway 06 left, contact ground 12.
Cross 6 left, ground 29, Air Canada 619.
We caught the, I think the festival one yesterday, so... Or at some point. Anyways. This is our good night plane. Air Canada 788 from Los Angeles.
Heavy Toronto Tower, line up runway 05.
Line up away runway 05, it's going to take seconds.
Good night, everybody.